There are decades where nothing happens and there are days where decade happens. And we are living in one of those days where decades are happening. Amazon has already laid off 14,000 people. Google has already laid off 12,000 people. Benioff, who's the founder of Salesforce, recently tweeted that we are no longer hiring any software engineers. In 2025, this year, we are hiring no software engineers because AI is drastically changing their productivity. And we are seeing this across all tech industry. So in this critical situation, the most important question is, what is the real future of this artificial intelligence and how it impacts in our career? So without wasting any further ado, let's get started. Firstly, neither it is true that everyone is going to be jobless, nor it is true that AI is just a stupid hype. So what is the truth then? The truth is, literally no one can predict the future entirely. But if we can understand the phases of AI, then we can predict the future. Before we move on to understand the phases of AI, we need to understand what an AI is. In order to understand what an AI is, we need to understand where it came from in the first place. Initially, computers were just programmed to follow your instructions. Imagine, let's say, chess. What happened was, we humans used to use our own intelligence to decide the best move on the chessboard and tell the computer to follow our instructions. Here, what is happening? Computer is just following your instruction. You're telling the computer to make a particular move and it's doing that. It can't think, it can't reason, it can't do anything. It can't decide. What it's doing is it's only following your instructions. Then what happened was, some smart people questioned that what if these computers can think by its own, can make decisions by its own, instead of us giving instructions to them. And that is where AI was born. Now you're like, okay Arsh, we understand what an AI is, where it came from in the first place, but I'm still a bit confused. I mean, ChatGPT is different, Tesla car is different, robotics are different, Alexa is different. I'm still a bit confused. Exactly. And that is why we need to understand the phases of AI. So if I talk about phases of AI, there are only 4 phases of AI. First, we have perception AI. See this perception AI as eyes and ears of machines. It simply helps computers to, perceive the real world, to see images, to hear voices. For example, if you use your phone and you unlock your phone through your Face ID, it's perception AI in action. It basically perceives the worlds around it through cameras, microphones, and all those things, just like we humans do, and then understand what's exactly happening. Next, what we have is generative AI. It's second phase of AI, which we are living in, and which is very popular at this point of time. Think about ChatGPT, Midjourney, and all those creation things. Generative AI doesn't just perceive world, it can create things out of thin air. For example, write an essay. All the things you do with ChatGPT, with Midjourney, with all those things, it is creation. For example, to create an essay, to create an image, to create a realistic image, to create a video, this is generative AI. To write a code, this is generative AI in action. So what's happening in these models is, if I talk about text-based models, so it is trained based on lots and lots of data, and it has noticed some patterns to generate a response. As simple as that. If I talk about reasoning model, what is happening in that particular thing is, it's a thing called chain of thought. They're using that particular thing to think before the response. Then comes my favorite, Agentic AI. And this is the most interesting phase of AI, because what here happening is, it is not generating something. It is actually performing tasks, just like we humans do. Imagine you tell an AI to book a flight and a hotel for you. It's just gonna go on the web, it's just gonna see all those flights and hotels, it's gonna book them, it's gonna see the transaction, it's gonna schedule, it's gonna do every single thing. It means it acts autonomously, solves problems without you needing to tell it what to do step by step. That is what Agentic AI is. And this is gonna change the future. So I'm not telling you what is the future. I'm just telling you the phases of AI so that you can see where it exactly is going. So, because I don't want you to memorize anything. What you need to do is, you need to think by our own and reason, question your own notions, preconceived notions, and see where it's exactly going. Then finally, we have physical AI. Now, why is this interesting? Because it combines all three phases. What do I mean by that? I'll explain. See, physical AI is just a combination of all those phases. Perception AI, generative AI, and agentic AI. It's combined in one and ready to perform, act in the real world, which means it is not sitting in your computer screen. It is actually in the real world. Now you're like, okay, Arsh, we understand what an AI is, where it came from in the first place, and all four phases of AI. If I'll just summarize it, first we have perception AI, which is kind of eyes and ears of AI. Second is generative AI. Think of ChatGPT and Midjourney. Then we have agentic AI. Think of Replit. Then we have the last, physical AI. Think of robotics and all those things. Now, the conclusion is no one knows what's exactly going on and what's exactly going to happen. But we all know that something big is happening right now, like right now. So it doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't matter whether we do a job, whether we are an influencer, we do business, we do anything. It doesn't matter. We need to see what exactly is happening. Masterclasses on AI are gonna come very, very soon in this channel, and we are gonna cover every single thing. If you subscribe, you are gonna be pro at, and you're gonna be at the cutting edge of the technology. So that's it for today. I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching.